That was my best memory as a kid, but now all I can think is, were you already planning to leave us? I searched that desk years ago. This clock has never worked. I think it's someone's idea of a joke. Success! Yeah, I'll set it up. Wonder which Abeling shot that beautiful creature. I suppose he would be dead by now anyway. Leave it. I never liked it. Now, nothing's more important than working late with you guys. I love work so much. I put my famous career above everything else. That lampshade's getting burned by the bulb. There's no search function in a library. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What? Nothing happened. What? Some of these go back to Thomas Abeling's time. This was how they stored information before the internet. I don't see any patterns in these numbers. There's definitely a trick here. I just need more information. We got copies of almost every newspaper in Switzerland when Father disappeared. My father's old motorbike. Mum's old windsurfing board. Ha! She wouldn't get within radar range of Lake Zurich today. Max Abeling. 1968 to... So this is my father, Max. I don't remember much about him, really. I was only 6 the last time I saw him. End of the line. Victor Abeling, 1936 to 1998. The story on Conrad's son Victor is that he ruffled the family feathers when he threw away a promising career as a surgeon for a life at sea. Officially, he crossed the world as captain of trading vessels of questionable origins while documenting the diffusion of infectious diseases. Conrad Abeling, 1878 to 1941. Conrad showed up after Edgar's death. Some people wondered if he was really Edgar's son, but he had the Abeling inventor gene sure enough. He designed and piloted early airships, which is pretty cool. But the big thing he was working on was the first aerial map of the whole planet. It was supposedly the most detailed map ever made, but I've never seen it. No one has. It was either lost or stolen, or else it never really existed. Conrad died in an airship accident in World War II. Edgar Abeling, 1847 to 1892. Edgar was a scientist like Thomas, but according to Mom, he wasn't as brilliant. He spent most of his life traveling the world, probably to get away from the expectations of his famous father. He did a good job of it too, because no one even knew where he was for years. Then all of a sudden he came back and started giving public lectures warning about the dangers of gas lighting, which is odd because he died in a theater fire. He also had a reputation as a ladies' man but never married. How's that for colorful? My favorite ancestor is Thomas Eberling, my great-great-great-grandfather. He was also a pretty great scientist and inventor. Something about this portrait looks new. I took everything I need. Avoid that. Thomas Eberling's portrait looks new. Did you have it restored?
No one's been in that room, except...
Ghosts. I know you were thinking it. Tell me about the portraits.
all your ancestors. 150 years of scientists and explorers.
Mum, I know that. I've only lived here my whole life. Didn't Father ever tell you the stories?
He always just said it was best left alone.
The reason Mum won't fix the roof? Not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. Ancient furniture. Stuff that reminds us of Father. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What did Thomas want me to do? Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What did Thomas want me to do? I don't see any patterns in these numbers. My great times 3 grandfather. Something's odd about that painting. Purple checked coat, blue striped bird. I don't think so. Green book with circles, red rose. Strange details. Don't see what that'll do. I can't read most of these foreign books. My great times 3 grandfather. Something's odd about that painting. Purple checked coat, blue striped bird. I don't think so. Green book with circles, red rose. Strange details. Something Mother said about the diorama. Who was Pepper and how did he or she die? Always good to have a power source. this old thing. It might work. I hear gears turning. I'm pretty sure audio comes out here, but it needs something to boost the volume. It fits perfectly. I hear gears turning. That doesn't make sense. I hear gears turning. That won't help me understand it. I need to fix this old thing. I hear gears turning. I'll hang on to it. Could be useful for an experiment. That experiment is going to fail. Yes, that'll work. The balloons can raise this hanger anywhere I need it. Illogical. Not a great idea. The storm knocked out our phones. Another family heirloom. No, sorry. Too risky. She gives me socks every year. It's been out too long. Probably not safe to eat. It's on medium heat. No way! I have no idea how to make that work. Something's inside. I just can't make it out. That's a bright light source, but not bright enough to show through the glass. The thermostat's in here. The fireplace must be crazy hot now.
The fire's too high. It'll burn the house down.
That's a bright light source, but not bright enough to show through the glass. My father's favorite chair. I haven't seen that for ages. Junk. A photo of father avoiding us. I'll figure it out someday. Edgar Ebeling was elected into the Royal Society in 1877. I wonder why Thomas' certificate isn't here too.
The fire's too high. It'll burn the house down.
I need to fix this old thing. That doesn't need a light bulb. That won't help me understand it. No point in knowing the time. It's all chemistry, and not the romantic kind either. Something Mother said about the diorama. Who was Pepper, and how did he or she die? The balloons can raise this hanger anywhere I need it. Mother's been hoarding incandescent bulbs. Nothing in there I need. that won't help me understand it. Quick, before she notices. I have the feeling this won't be the last I see of these. The lightning flashed on something shiny in the fountain. 3 gold coins. Okay, that's weird. They weren't here before, and we haven't had visitors in ages. Gold coins with strange symbols. They don't look like they were made by a machine. I have the feeling this won't be the last I see of these. They were made recently, probably in a mold. I need to fix this old thing. I can't just spend them anywhere.
The fire's too high. It'll burn the house down.
Has that clock in the study ever worked?
Never. But sometimes the hands have moved, even when it's not been wound.
Why are there extra numbers on the grandfather clock?
I always thought it was some science thing. If anyone can figure it out, it's you. I hoped you'd be working with your father someday. Inventing things.
Oh, Mum, don't start crying. Did Grandfather build the grandfather clock?
No, it's older than that. It's by the one who built the diorama. What's his name? Thomas.
I can't just spend them anywhere. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What did Thomas want me to do? Nothing happened. Empty. Father didn't leave a note. Empty. Father didn't leave a note. It's 150 years old. That's close to 10 of my lifetimes.